Good morning, Math 7. That was the most nervous I've been during the 3, 2, 1 countdown of the video start in a long time. First off, I miss you guys. I wish, sorry, I'm fighting with my webcam thing now. I wish that we were not apart under these circumstances. There we go. But we're going to make the best of it. We're going to figure out how to do this remote learning thing. We're going to keep moving on. So like we talked about in class, let's chat about some ways that Phoenix is going to keep this going. So, first off, we might as well catch up. What has everyone been doing? I would love it if you'd put in a comment on the Schoology page. I'm going to put an update on here reminding people to navigate over to that folder, which that folder will then house this video that I am making. So, of course, it's not there now. There's not really much there right now. It will have a checklist for the week, and it will also have the video that I'm filming right now. But I'd love it if you guys would comment and let me know what you've been doing to keep yourself sane, keep your family sane, keep them kind of going crazy. I will, if I can show you. If you've seen on Mrs. Goldring's Schoology page, she said that she was working on a 1,000-piece puzzle, and just to put the challenge out there, there's our 2,000-piece puzzle that we finished last night. And of course, I had some assistance. I was probably not the main builder of that, if I'm being honest. But what I was the main builder of, and this won't probably surprise anybody, but when I realized that we were going to be working from home and needed a desk to do that, I built that desk over this past week. So you can't really see it because of the glare from the sun, but some cool math going on in here. So that whole geometry question of when are we ever going to use this in real life, lots of applications to the math. So there's a desk I built to keep myself busy over the past week. But I'd love to hear from you guys, see what you've been doing. So drop me a comment, chat with each other, stay connected, even though we're doing this whole social distancing thing. That does not mean that you have to actually be distant from each other. You just have to, like, physically be apart. So, reach out to grandma, write a letter, whatever you can to stay up to date with people. Let's talk about how all this is going to work in Schoology and Khan Academy. So like I said, in Schoology, I will post updates here. I'm going to make a Google Doc that you can use as your checklist. I'm trying to make sure that I can make it so that you guys won't be able to edit it. But as we talked about at school, Khan Academy, or not Khan Academy, CPM is what we've been using all year. And we were just wrapping up the Chapter 6 activities and tests and kind of moving into Chapter 7. This is, of course, a video specific for Math 7. I'll be filming another one for Math 8 and Math 2 classes. So where we were going to be headed this year is Chapter 7 was dealing with proportions and percents. Chapter 8 was more statistics and angles. And then Chapter 9 got us back into geometry with some circles and volume. How we're going to shift that is moving over into Khan Academy. I've started to assign work to you guys here in our Math 7 class. So when you log into Khan Academy, which is going to be one of the things on the checklist that I drop in Schoology, these assignments start with due dates of this Friday. And you'll notice that those due dates are on the content that was essentially our Chapter 6 work. Expressions and equations. And there are 3 quizzes and then there's a unit test. So if I navigated to that the way that I had showed you guys to navigate, going over to 7th grade, and like I had said, you could be working in Mission, but now I actually have some work assigned to you guys that I would like you to do that assigned work first. But if you try one of those quizzes and you have any issues, notice that before the quizzes, there's actually some lessons and some content prior to Quiz 1. If you struggle on Quiz 1, you're going to want to go back to that content prior to Quiz 1 and try those things. But the quizzes should be shorter, and then once you take all the quizzes and do well with those, there's a unit test. So like I said, all of that stuff is assigned for this week and due by this Friday. And then because we've heard from a lot of you guys that you're getting bored and you want some stuff to do at home, I also went ahead and assigned extra work for next week. Don't freak out about that stuff, but things that are due April 3rd, then you could go ahead and get a start on that. I'm changing the order that we do things just a little bit because Khan Academy groups things slightly differently. So don't worry too much about CPM anymore. Don't worry about your progress in there. We're mainly going to be using Khan Academy because I can get that instant feedback. I typed this up so I can keep track of things. Oh yeah, we need to give out some prizes. So Math 7, some of you have been working really hard this past week even when it wasn't required. and I would show you the view that I have related to that, but it kind of shows everybody's names and your usernames. So we're going to keep that secret. But our Math 7 winners, and without connecting first name, last name, since I'm going to post this video on YouTube, but for Math 7, we have 4 male winners, or sorry, backwards. We have 4 female winners and only 1 male winner. So guys, what are you doing? Come on, get on it, get doing some work. The girls are just blowing you out of the water. So our female winners for this week are Mirabelle, Naomi, Maya, and Kyla. And then our 1 male winner is Maxton. So very good job to all of you. Those 5 people for Math 7 will be getting prizes at some point when we get back together. Don't ask me what the prizes are. I'm not quite sure yet. But I promise I've got a Google Doc running. I will keep track of these things. Whether we're back together this spring at any point or back like in the fall, we'll take care of it. We'll get you guys some prizes. Keep working. As I had typed up in my first little announcement that was posted in Schoology, I'm not exactly sure week by week how I'm going to award prizes. This week was actually kind of a little combination of time people spent working as well as forward progress on skills. So remember, it's not just time spent working on Khan Academy. I could pop over into Khan and I could play in Khan Academy for a long time, right? There's all these different areas. But we want, in the 7th grade content, we want to be making progress in these skills. So if you're logging time, but you're not logging any forward progress, you're not getting any mastery points, that is not what we're looking for. We're looking for actual forward progress, right, in the 7th grade content. And now you have some things assigned to help guide you with that. A cool thing Khan Academy also has that I just wanted to make note of really quickly is they have some scheduled templates. So I know some of you guys might have siblings or whatever else, or you just want to schedule for yourself. So within these schedules, and if you can't find it on the Khan Academy website, it should be like a pop-up notification kind of on their top bar when you first log in. I already clicked it, so mine disappeared now. But they have some really good schedule ideas in here. It includes some links to like some yoga or like a reading list of things. I know Audible is now doing free ebooks for like being able to listen to the book on tape or whatever that's really called these days. So here's another idea. I know we gave you a schedule from Phoenix saying here's an idea of what you can do, and that is posted right here in updates. I think it's on everybody's Schoology page. But this is our Phoenix kind of general suggestion. You can also pop over to Khan and check their schedule suggestions. It also has some other options in Khan Academy for enrichment, which of course we're always encouraging here at Phoenix. Oh, I gotta make sure I don't get too off topic. Oh, tomorrow. So the reason that I'm recording all of this on Monday, and really this, I guess would be for tomorrow. So kind of the 24th. Yes, this is very professional. I am going to be involved in some interviews tomorrow for Mrs. Hemmer's position, our intervention specialist. You guys know how she retired like a month or 2 ago. So I will not be available during this time of the morning. Aside from that, I'm looking to have some Zoom meetings, like probably on the daily, and once a week, probably pull in a friend of mine or another professional that can kind of talk about math and how it applies to their job. But tomorrow morning, I will not be available. But Math 7, what your job is to have the Chapter 6 Mastery done. Then if you're like, wait, Chapter 6 Mastery, what? That was this that you took home. We all took it home with us last Friday or Thursday if you weren't at school Friday. It's just front and back. It's got all these horizontal lines across that I drew in there to split things up, and all of this should be done on your graph paper, right? So this you should have with you. The next video I record, I'm probably going to record it this afternoon, but your task for tomorrow morning is to check that on your own. So to watch through the video, I'm first going to run through the video giving answers without solutions, so then you can go back and try it again on your own if you get a question wrong. So I'll do answers first, then I'll go through and do all of the solutions. And as always, like I want to see your work. So of course that's going to be a little weird right now. Araya, I know you reached out and asked about how do you turn in work. All of this, we're kind of building this plane as we're flying this plane, right? If you've never heard that analogy of like we're building the plane while we're flying, we're figuring this out as we go. Don't worry about anything that needed turned in, any of your paper practice assignments, any of that stuff in math. I believe us teachers are going to go in there and just start kind of excusing things for the current time. And I'm going to be shifting to grading and giving feedback based off our Khan Academy assignments. So when I come in here to Khan Academy, I can go to my teacher dashboard and see all your guys' progress. This is now where I'm going to be getting any of that feedback. So if you have previous work, previous homeworks, masteries that you were working on or revising, do not worry about those things right now. We will get back to those eventually, or maybe not. Just kind of stick with us and we'll take care of you. So that's pretty much everything I have for today, except I got to check back here. Oh, yeah, a surprise for Toby. So if you are in the 1A math class, you might remember that Toby was begging me before we parted ways, like a week and a half ago now. He was begging me to do a dab because he had never seen me probably dance at all, but let alone do a what you kids call a dab, apparently. So we'll see how much activity we can get rolling in Khan Academy, and if we get pretty much everybody active and doing math, maybe we'll make that happen on one of these videos. But for right now, we got to see if people get into Khan Academy and get working. So Toby, that involves you too. You got to get into Khan, do some work, show me that you're making forward progress, and we'll go from there, see if we can get a surprise for you. Aside from that, get in Schoology, check everyone's announcements. Guys, keep your brains active. Just keep busy. Don't sit around and watch YouTube all day. Especially don't read the internet. That is not trusted sources. If you're looking for information about what's going on right now, feel free to text me, reach out to me, talk to your parents. There are trusted, reliable sources of information, and then there are not, right? So please do not trust everything that you see online. It is not all true. And please do your best to get on. So I'm trying to switch back to a bigger screen, but it won't let me. Okay, there we go. Try to get in every day, make yourself a schedule, get in some sort of habits, and just keep your brain active. We will come back from this and we will keep learning. There's no standardized testing for this year, but there will be next year, and in the fall we'll expect you guys to pick back up and start running with us. So text me, email me, hit me up on Schoology, whatever you need if you need help. From there we'll move forward and we'll kind of figure out everything as we go. So next video will be us reviewing the Chapter 6 Masteries, so please tune in for that either later today or tomorrow on Tuesday the 24th. Thank you. Have a great day, guys. Bye.